And we walked up to the beach, and about 20 white surfers surrounded us. They were telling us to go back to Africa. This beach is not for us. Black people can't surf. We're gonna whip your...
We've lost a lot of legends this past month. And even here in Black surf culture, it has touched us as well. One of the founding members of Black Surfers Association, Vincent Hollier, passed away, and we had his celebration of life today. It was such a beautiful ceremony. Filled with legendary surfers from the 1960s who faced racism and pushed barriers so that we could be in the water, and just the founding members and all this rich, real Black Angeleno history.
What has been your longevity in surfing? Because I think you still lied about being 71. Like, who's 71 that look like you? Like, I don't know.
I'm trying my best.
If you're new here, I'm Mimi Miller, and I've been surfing for the past 11 years, where I document surf life and culture. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I shoot long-form content. So sit back and chill for a while we get into this story.
Vincent Hollier was very talented, but one thing is certain: he was a legendary, pioneering Black surfer. Vincent started surfing in Southern California in the early 1960s, during a period where there were very few Black surfers. He was an early founding member of the Black Surfing Association, where he experienced many good times with friends and some of the world's greatest surfers. In addition to being one of the first Black surfers in California, Vincent was an innovative artist. Beyond the era he lived in, he was the brilliant mind behind the creation of laser tag, a game that has brought joy and excitement to countless people around the world. He also became a script and program coder for internet development, including PHP, Java, HTML, C, and C+.
Vincent and most of the guys seen over there in the 1960s, skateboarding at St. Bernadette in Baldwin Hills. Vincent was a larger-than-life character. It's hard to put it into words. A revolutionary. He was a lot of things, an amazing artist, but he was like our father. He took us surfing up and down the coast, from San Diego to Santa Barbara, for years. I don't know why he loved us the way he did, but he treated us like his kids. He was also our protector. You have to realize that growing up as African Americans in the early to mid 60s, surfing was a very unusual way to grow up. A lot of my friends would say, what are you guys surfing? You need to be playing basketball and football. What's wrong with you brothers? And anyway, it was a wonderful way to grow up. However, there were good times and there were some dangerous times. My buddies and I, when we were 12 or 13, they called young surfers goons. Like I said, there were a lot of good times, but there were some dangerous times. And one time we were surfing at Doheny State Park in Orange County. I'm not sure if it was Max or which one of us. And we walked up to the beach, and about 20 white surfers surrounded us. They were telling us to go back to Africa. This beach is not for us. Black people can't surf. We're gonna whip your you-know-what, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, we didn't know what to do. Vincent overheard all of this stuff and ran up and got in the middle of that crowd and said, hey, you hurt them, I'm gonna hurt you. And he said, also, I'm gonna go up to that payphone and I'm gonna call half a watch to come down here and take care of you boys. True story.
You know, I feel for my brother because everywhere he went, he had to take me. He was 5 years older than me. So all of his friends that are here were mine. And that's because I knew them because of my big brother. So Vincent is the one that introduced me to Dr. Alfred Lagan, who spearheaded the Aquarian Spiritual Center with community based and where the studies were based upon deep spiritual knowledge, inner knowledge, and Vincent was one that introduced me to meditation and all those type of things.
Angela Davis' sister and her husband Sam, they were both Black Panthers, but they were also professors in San Diego at the university. And the CIA and the FBI, they lived in Del Mar across the beach, cruised their house morning, noon, and night. I don't know what they thought was going to go on or whatever, but we got to meet and talk with, interact with Angela Davis quite a bit. She lectured us and talked to us, and I'll leave you with this. She said, "I can't believe Black people surf." Anyway, thank you for sharing.
Oh my God.
But also, too, Azar and I were in Mexico City, in Acapulco.
Okay.
On a yacht. We went out past the breakwater. We dived off the top of this boat, following the anchor chain down.
Yeah.
You know, after 14 feet, you know, the light changes and the water, the density of the water changes. So down there, I see the shadow go by like this. I'm like, what is that? Then it went back. I started to go check it out. I said, I may not want to know what that is because it's swimming a lot better than me. I come to the surface, Azar saw the same shadow. But by then, we didn't realize that when we went down into past that density, there was a current. Moved us way away from the boat, and we're out past the breakwater. So, you know, swimming in rollers
Pretty scary, yeah.
is a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had to do some Olympic swimming to get back to the ship.
Wow.
Vincent's parents worked hard to make it to the top of Baldwin Hills. Good for Black history, hard for walking home. I never heard Vincent complain about the climb, and so it was with his life. He was never scared and willing to put in the work without crying about it. He was adventurous and by example caused us all to push against what might be limiting us in our journey. When you are in need of some additional backbone, think of Vincent. He had extra and he was willing to share with anyone who ran short. Vincent was known for being the Black surfer at the beach. Those who knew him well also knew he could ride the waves of technology. Vincent invented a laser game before anyone else, and he was vigilant about innovation. Vincent would pounce on new things, demystifying them for the Black community. Vincent encouraged young people to learn foreign language and math as keys to the future. Vincent's influence on my family has been beneficial beyond measure. Vincent's curiosity went out in all directions, and he was willing to take you with him. Thank you, Big Vince. I hope you are riding your favorite board on the perfect wave. On a sunny day that has no end. God bless you, Big Vince.
Everywhere, you know, this is that history. This is it.
Surf too?
Yeah.
Wow. Tell me a story about you guys surfing with Vincent.
Well, you know, I met Vincent through Jeff Ho. He was really a friend of Jeff's, and then I was just hanging around with him, and I'm artistic myself, and a little autistic too. But no, I'm just kidding.
And Jeff, who is not here, made boards for all of us.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeff and me started out making surfboards in my alley.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he never tells that story because he wants to be up here, you know. But yeah, we did. We had a good time.
We had the first shortboards on the West Coast.
Really?
The Australians came here with the design, and and the Hawaiians, and we met them, you know, and we talked to them, and they gave us the templates, you know, the formula to make them. So we drove down to the place to buy the equipment, and Jeff started cutting the boards, and then we rode them. We went to the beach with them, and people would say, "You gonna ride those things?" Say, "Yeah, we're gonna try."
What's your name?
Dennis.
Dennis. Nice to meet you. I didn't know Vincent, but I'm here with the Black Surfers. I've been surfing for 11 years now, and I like document all the history of surfing as much as I can and tell the stories. And you know, I try to just connect with different people and different generations, so that just help people learn the history.
Yeah, well, it's good to know all of everybody and what they did and what little part they played or whatever in it.
Yes.
So it's
amazing.
It's been pretty cool. I was a big thief when I was younger.
Oh.
And so we were surfing at Malibu one day. We didn't have any money, so I broke into somebody's car and they had left their pants there with a wallet. So I came upon about $80 cash. And Jeff was quick to grab it out of my hand and go, "We're going down to Clark's Foam and buy some boards." So we'd go down and buy some surfboard blanks, you know. That's kind of like where it all started for me.
Oh my God.
Me and Jeff, you know. So not proud of it, not now, but you know that's what happened when we were young.
What was your history with Vincent? Vincent. I'll tell you outside.
I mean, mine is the same as Max and Dennis and everybody. Vincent was the guy.
Oh wow.
Vincent was like our older brother. And I wasn't really too much in the crew with Vincent. I didn't ride in the car. I was in another car.
Yeah.
But I was at the beach with all of them. So we were all together.
That's nice. The music is loud.
Surfing is the fountain of youth.
Yes.
An activity.
But how did you stay on shortboard so long? I'm shocked that you're still on a shortboard.
I mean, they're I picked up this this method of standing up that basically changed my surfing in the last 5 to 6 years.
I need to hear this. I enjoy your story with Vincent.
Oh, there are so many more. Oh, he was a larger-than-life character.
Wow. I enjoyed it.
He really directed Eric because Eric was young and getting into contests and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So he was like his coach.
Really?
Yeah. And I was just sitting watching the show. You know, I said, "Go, Eric, get out there and get in the contest."
Wow.
Vincent treated us surfers, our group, like family. I mean, he was like, we all had fathers, but he was like a father, older brother figure.
You see when the world stage.
Really, a very, very special man.
Oh, this was a beautiful ceremony. I really enjoyed it.
It's also this history, you know. This was, I was telling somebody the other day, we're second generation Angelenos, you know. People just moved here, you know, and then, you know, here we are. There's nobody that's doing well.
Hey,
What do you remember about the surfing?
what do I remember about it? I was just telling them I would have learned. I was trying to learn, but whoever was teaching me, and of course you're talking about high schoolers.
Yes.
And you know how horny boys are.
Yes.
So I was here trying to paddle out. He was here, and he was so busy getting his thing on. Tandem surfing. Well, not just paddling out. I was just trying to paddle. Yeah, that's how he was. I don't know if that was just his way of.
Right.
That wasn't for real, but that's what he did. That's why I never learned because, hell, I'm trying to paddle out and you, horny little bastard.
Yes.